You're so excited. We got to do it twice, right? That's such
Well, I just wanted to make sure that everybody got to see my cool bumper.
Do it again. Do it again. One more time.
Okay, ready? One more time.
Love it, love it, love it. Well, welcome everybody. We are so excited to be back. It's a brand new school year. I can't believe it's September 12th. It maybe feels a little bit like November 30th because it's been that craziness of a couple of weeks. But we're so excited to be here. I am Trish, and I am part of the curriculum and assessment team for elementary here at Learning Services. And of course, with me is my producer extraordinaire, the one and only Sam Davidson. You're not just social studies. You kind of do everything, right?
Yeah, I like to dabble. I like to dabble in it. And I think it's such a cross-curricular subject anyways. It's good for me to kind of get in everybody's kitchen a little bit.
I love it. Well, Sam and I are going to be here every month for our curriculum release parties. It's a chance to let you know what's new, what's happening, and to have a little bit of fun and win some prizes. And so we're going to jump right into things right now. We want to know who we have with us today. And so you can be part of the fun. Even though we're on a live stream, we can't see or hear you. You can hear us. That you can open up another tab, and you're going to find a form at bit.ly/ECSD shout out. Let us know who's here. Let us know who's watching. And of course, hint, spoiler alert, this is going to be how you win some prizes later. Let's see if we've got anybody joining us today. We know it's a Monday. We might have some Mondays out there, but we'll see if we got anybody tuning in live. All right. So as we're waiting for our friends to join us, see if we can give any shout outs, we want to keep on going, and we want to give us our very first a little stop in the fun and let us know a little bit of reminder. Sometimes I think we got to get the rust off the wheels. Hey, Sam, we all had a good summer, but we're like, wait a second. What did we talk about in June? What did we agree to with this new curriculum?
Well, and it's changed so much too, right? I mean, as you know, every time we've got teacher working groups, something new is on there, something's changed, new resources. So it's just a good reminder to kind of, where do I got to go first? What should I do first?
Exactly. And so one of the things we'll tell you, even our slide we have on here is already wrong because they've added another 300 resources this week. So we just want to remind all teachers out there watching, the new curriculum website, curriculum.learnalberta.ca, that is your number one stop where you want to go to. That is our curriculum. That is our legal obligation. That is where our resources are. And so we want to make sure everybody's feeling really comfortable heading in there. And so I'm going to head on over to mine. And a couple of little reminders for you as you are getting here. One of the really important ones is make sure, did you log in to the site? That's how you get full access to all of the resources. So make sure you're clicking that login button, making sure that you're unlocking the resources. It's also going to be how you're going to access all of the screener resources this year. So make sure that you've got that login set. But of course, we're going to jump on over here to our curriculum. So here you'll find the entire curriculum. This is what we need to make sure we're covering. And when I click on any of those subject areas, I can see on the far right-hand corner, we talked about those secret menus last time, all of the information and all of the subject area matter for every single one of the different pieces of the curriculum. This is the why of why it's structured this way, why were the choices put in there that we did, and it really lets you explain the different components of a very comprehensive literacy program in here, including Indigenous ways of knowing. The other thing you're looking for is those organizing ideas in the top right-hand side. You're going to see all of them listed for all of the different grade levels and which ones are covered in what. What's lovely is I can actually click on any one of these organizing ideas and it'll actually just fast jump me to that part on the website with that organizing idea and the learning outcomes all listed here and all the cusps.
Also super handy for writing out those descriptors in Power Teacher Pro to come and grab some of the language there too, right? So
100%. So when I'm looking at any one of those learning outcomes, just remember to click that info button so that you can really see it funneled down for you. It'll tell you the learning outcome. It'll show you the cusps. These are all of the cusps that you'll be addressing with your students before the end of the school year. So not just October, I'm not checking these all off. I'm going to be working on these all year long. I'm going to see any numeracy progressions tied to it, literacy, competency, and we just mentioned resources that are attached. Now, we do want to let you know, just because the resource is on here does not mean that it's free and does not mean that it's available. So it's giving you a point in the right direction. Some of the things I'll find, well, that's going to be information only, and it's going to be a print book that I can source out and find. Perhaps it's already in my school. Some things I might find will be actual activities that I can do, and I can click view the resource, and now it's going to pop it open, and I'll be able to use that as part of my planning. So I can see that I've got the different pages to this resource, and I can think about how I want to put it in my plan. And so looking at those resources, just remember, even if you're not looking at the individual outcomes, you can look at those resources just on the left-hand side, explore resources, and you're going to see there's already 949 that were added. When you're on here, you can search by ones that are maybe you want to find something that's an online resource for grade 2 that's going to be for English language arts. And you can see that it's filtering down for me so that I can make some choices. I want one that's an activity. There, that's helped me narrow down my search. And of course, I can even add something to my favorites if I like, give it a little star and find that quickly later.
And those resources, like I said, they're just available there. We can kind of look through all of them, which is great. But now I'm inside and I'm teaching, I've got my class, and I'm realizing that I'm teaching this grade 2 curriculum. Is there a document that I can go find that helps me to know what they should know from the grade 1 curriculum? Because there is a gap there, right?
We definitely have a gap. And so there's 2 really important documents we want all teachers to know about right now. And these are going to be golden to help you for those quickly upcoming Meet the Teacher nights. So when you're in here on the left-hand side, you're looking for the Curriculum Implementation Information Hub, just a little tongue twister for today. But once you're in this area, under the section that says it's for teachers, you're going to be able to find, first of all, the subject-specific overviews. These overviews are parent-friendly language that will actually break down what is being covered in this topic, and it's going to show you those shifts. What really is new in writing and what was in the current or the old curriculum that we had. So it really helps you see what those new focuses are on in each one of the subject areas. And then it's also going to show you the overview, the snapshot of what those key focuses are in each of the different grades for that subject. But like Sam said, we need a bridge. So not only will we have subject-specific overviews, we want these bridging documents. If you have a student that's going to be starting, say, grade 3 this year, and you're like, wait a second, but they didn't get the new curriculum in grade 2. What this will help you understand is what was the previous language arts curriculum in grade 2, what's new in the new curriculum in grade 3, and what are some ideas for how we can bridge that gap as we're helping students get from that old curriculum to the new curriculum and their new understanding. So we hope that you're able to find, remember, this is a live stream, yes, but of course, this will be recorded and posted on our site, and we'll also have both of these documents posted on our new curriculum SharePoint site. But that's those lovely places that we want everyone to go to know it is our job as teachers to cover all of the outcomes and the cusps that are listed in that new curriculum. It can feel a little overwhelming. So we decided to introduce our new and improved pacing guides.
October is here. Very exciting.
October is here. These are no joke. These are no joke. Look at this thing. This is awesome. Like they're live. They're huge. You can order these in these full-size desk calendars or wall posters. You can ask for them from printing services. They have all of our files. But really importantly is these are digitally rich documents. And so you want to be able to go, you want to be able to open them up digitally and find those resources. So you can click, there's links to language arts planning mats, math guides, phys ed games, social and science connections, technology. This allows you to focus in on October without having to worry about the entire new curriculum all at once.
Yeah, and it's a really great way to see across all of the subject matter, because as elementary teachers, we've always done that, but it's nice to see it in that way. I know even for myself, when I was adding in the social studies content, it was great for me to see what was happening in ELAL in October and math in October. And we pulled some really interesting new kind of curriculum crates and new kind of tie-ins, especially when it came to data and exploring the different communities in Canada. I love that. The math connection there was great.
Yeah, that's just how we teach in elementary, right? We don't have those siloed subject areas and we're not driven by that bell. We really do need to use the best for our buck by combining those subject areas and leveraging off each of them. So we could not have made these pacing guides without the absolute amazing dedication. We want to give some shout outs to our teacher working groups. We have already had teachers who have already left their students at the beginning of September with a sub to come on over with us and make sure that these resources have been put together for you. Not only our pacing guides, but also the curriculum crates that you're going to see. And so it was nice to see that energy. These teachers are so passionate about coming and helping us plan and plan together. We get some more passionate teachers though with us, Sam. I'm looking at our shout out form. We've got St. Elizabeth is here, St. Philip. Hello, Ben Calfrobe, St. Clair. It's lovely to have some live teachers with us today. All right. Now, we were so inspired by their passion, by their hard work, and we want to take a chance to really feature what is new. I know, Sam, we just said you are the consultant extraordinaire who you dabble in every one of these subject areas, working closely with everyone. But we want to focus on what's really new in October we should keep our eye out for.
Yeah, so there's a couple of things that I get to attend the teacher working groups, and I get to listen to my colleagues speak and have their passion and kind of listen to what they're excited about. So what I thought was really interesting, and I'm just going to pull out bits and pieces of theirs, was with grade 2, they really talked about bridging those gaps, but the imaginary and the real stories, right? We can use terms fiction, nonfiction, but I was really looking forward to seeing how we can build those in, because for me, that was a close connection to social studies, right? I think about students who travel across Canada and talking about imaginary plus that real story that's kind of in there, right? So that was really something to look forward to when we were kind of moving into ELAL. I was really excited about that. And then I thought how fascinating it was that it was listening and following 3-step instructions for grade 2, right? That one kind of, I was like, all right, so that's interesting. I'm thinking about all the exciting ways and all the games we can play and all of those little things that we can do. And we can pull that into every subject area, right? I loved it. Love those different things. In math, I thought that was really interesting. You can go to the next slide, Trish, because this one's just, math, I thought it was really interesting. In kindergarten, they are counting they're just learning those counting routines and all of those different. What I thought was really interesting was the learning outcomes are going to be the same as we progress along. And so what does that look like in grade 2 versus what that looks like in kindergarten, for example? So I know for grade 2, they're looking at just counting to specific numbers. I know grade 3, eventually it's 100,000, but in October, we're really just focusing into the thousands, right? We're not trying to put everything into October. So really looking at those pacing guides to look for those little tips that the consultants are sending your way to know how far do I go with this learning outcome. So October is a great example for that in math. And then for Pew, I thought it was really interesting for that particular one, as we kind of, again, move along in the grade levels, those different strands are beginning to increase, but everybody had active living, everybody had movement skills, everybody had character development. So right away, I was thinking about our combined grades and how this type of curriculum and this system in October is going to be very helpful. Of course, there's a few more we add on as we go into grade 4, 5, and 6 with safety and healthy relationships. But looking at those combined grades at the early age, they really have those same strands that are pulled all the way through. So that's really special. And I think that that's a nice planning tool for our teachers.
What and then finally, in community too. We're all doing team building and community building and all those things. Like we're actually covering curriculum even with part of that.
Yeah, and I love, and again, it fits into social, it fits into all those other subject areas as well. And then for social and science, what we can look forward to in October is really looking at geographical thinking for social studies and communication skills, and science, we're looking at science, inquiry, and communication skills. So really we can pull, if you kind of look at it from that big perspective, everybody has a strand and a string that we can really pull it all together nicely with. And I think that that's a great kind of credit to our teacher working groups and all the consultants on board. They did a great job of trying to kind of really think about those combined grades as well and see how those string along the way.
Yeah, it's hard because when it comes to combined grades, there's so many different permutations of them. Do you have a 1-2, a 2-3, more 2s than 3, really high flyer 3s versus.
Can you do a flipped classroom, right? So many ways.
Right, that's so many, but we want those resources to be able to help you in that planning. And of course, consultants are happy to come out and support you at the elbow with it.
Of course, yeah.
All right, we know this is going to be a big one. I know there's going to be some changes with new curriculum when it comes to what does this mean for assessment and reporting. And if you haven't checked it out yet, we have many new curriculum sessions being offered on district-wide PD. September 22nd, you can already register on events. And one of those really great sessions that's going to be offered is on assessment and reporting with the new curriculum. But I think what's so important right now, just in this September time, we're just in that first initial couple of weeks of school, is to remember the triangulation of assessment. So assessment in this sense of the word, we really mean the collection of data. We need to collect the data before we can report on the data. And I think what's exciting about this new curriculum is you're going to see in our crates and everything we're about to show you that we've got things like videos and stories and quiz games and different types of investigations. There's so many different ways that we can gather student demonstration of learning and performance beyond just a product when it comes to the new curriculum. And so if you're looking for some more ideas for this or what this can look like, we definitely recommend connect with your assessment team that's assigned to your school. But I'm so excited as this district-wide PD comes to really see what it looks like from collecting that data to now, what does it look like when I report and describe that data for our schools?
Yeah, and reach out to your school teams. We had a group of school teams that showed up today that we were working with, and they got kind of some elbow to elbow support from the assessment team as well. So if you're looking for some support there too, school teams are a great way to go about doing that too.
Yeah, that's right. For any of you who doesn't know, your schools have a team of amazing people. Your principal and up to 2 other people are all going to be coming in this week and next to really dig into some ideas to help teachers back at your school sites to bring this to life. All right. Well, this gets me very excited. Do I get to press play on your video? Can I just do this now?
You should get to press play.
Okay, here we go. Let's see if we can watch it.
I just love it. I can't get over that one. Every time I hear crates, I think about that part of Jurassic Park. So
I feel like I almost need one of those cranes to like bring in the pacing guides too. Like it's so big. No, I love this. This is perfect. And so what we want to be able to look at here is curriculum crates. How do these support our teachers? Not only do we have pacing guides that help align everything for you, but Sam, all of the elementary consultants and all of these teacher working groups, you come together to sit at the elbow to really dig in and plan with one of these learning outcomes, right?
Yeah, and I think the process is actually, it starts from the pacing guides, even for us as consultants, right? Or it starts from New Learn Alberta or Curriculum.Alberta. We go there first. We build our pacing guides. And then for myself, I really start to see and look for those connections. And one that I was really excited about for October happened to be a science and social connected. And we don't normally think of those connections, right? We think social and ELAL, social and math. So I was looking at what the science consultants had done, and they're looking at liquids in grade 2. And then I was building up my pacing guide, and I said, well, I'm looking at climate, and I know that one of the case studies that we can choose to use is Meteghan. And Meteghan gets tons of fog, over 100 days of fog a year. So right away, I was thinking, why can we not make this fit with liquids in the different states of water? So Katerina and I and two lovely consultants, our teachers, helped us out with this pacing guide on the grade 2 day. And we have a hands-on experiment in there. We have teacher slides available for you. We have different visible thinking strategies that you can do with there. We've got visual journals in there. There's something for everybody inside this crate. I love that we worked on creating some teacher slides, and then also you can make copies for student slides if you want to use that inside Google Classroom. It's got lots of different features in there, some videos. We've got great language. There's some epic books that are linked in there as well for helping students to go through that acquire phase. So it is a jam-packed crate, and truly is one of my favorites, just because I keep thinking to myself, how do we make social studies hands-on? Well, we can bring in some of those climates, some of those things that are actually occurring, those phenomenons in those different communities in Canada. Also in grade 3, if you're looking at Peru, Tunisia, and right, all of those different countries. So I was really excited about this one. And it was a connection that I thought to myself, that doesn't happen all the time where I can find myself science and social. But October is really, really great for that because it's all about geography, right? So where can we fit that? What data can we collect in math? And I've just loved this crate, so I was really excited to share it. So thanks.
Well, and what a gift. Thank you for your hard work on this. Because if you think about it, we find those resources on New Learn Alberta great, but we are missing the planning. We're missing the context that goes with it. So in this particular case, we know that we've dissected an outcome and really dug into what are we looking for in this lesson? What's the evidence of learning? What's some of that student success criteria using that language of the cusps? But these resources that we're giving to teachers, truly a teachers gives teachers. Now, whenever you're looking at these crates, keep in mind, these are not laminated lesson plans. We want you to put in your ingredients, your pedagogical pantry. So whenever you open up one of the crates, you're going to see that editable Google Doc or editable Microsoft Word document. Now you can make that copy. You can customize it to your students, their favorite books, those different pieces, so that it completely becomes yours. And so you're going to find all of these lovely crates right here. Don't forget our elementary new curriculum site. We're going to keep reminding you of that bit.ly all year long, bit.ly/ECSD new. And you're going to find the crates. You're going to find the pacing guides, our school team information. Everything will always be right here at your fingertips. And we're constantly adding to these. I'm so surprised, Sam, already how many of these crates we have just for any of the given grades. You can click on it and just pop that on open, and we're already building more and more and more examples every single month.
And we'd love to hear from teachers who have used them in the classroom as well. A couple of our teachers showed up for the grade 2 who had used my September crate, telling me how it went, how great it was. Take some pictures, send it to us. Let's find out what's going on in those classrooms. Invite us out. I would love to come out and see a lesson in action, or just kind of work with you on those kind of crates. So yeah, we're here. We want to keep being involved.
I love it. And of course, we want to give you some shout outs for all of your hard work. So making sure that we check out those crates, go see all of the new ones we put in. I can't believe how quickly teachers take and use these materials, Sam. We had a really big event that we were advertising in our last live stream. That was our summer summit. Man, did we have a PD party. And what was great is that we had teachers sending us their lessons in action like the next day after they came for the learning, for our year-round schools, and shortly after for our regular track schools. This is amazing to already see pictures of these ideas in action. They're so easy to take and use.
Yeah, it was one of those things that people were so excited from Summit, and we just want to keep that energy going. Share it, shout it out, let us know what's happening in your schools. And I think that we're really excited to continue to be a part of it for sure.
And if you were one of those teachers who were not able to make it, we know that we had over 400 teachers from 70 schools come over those 5 days. Just remember, we kept every single day with all of the sessions from every day is still able to be accessed on our bit.ly/ECSD news site. So you're welcome to take those slides, look at those presentations, or even reach out to the consultant that put on that session. And we'd love to tell you when we're offering it next or how we can come out and support you with that learning. Now, Sam said share. We love Sharon. She is my social media pro star. Thank goodness. If you haven't had a chance to check us out on TikTok and Instagram at ECSD Learning, we'd love if you tag us. We'd love if you send us pictures because we're not quite. We're just starting. We've done such a climb to get ready for this new curriculum. School teams kicked off today, but we're going to keep digging in with all of these resources every single month. All right, are we ready to wrap this up? We got 5 minutes left. You think that we should actually just like play a game and give away some prizes? We can see that we have people watching our live stream right now. It's super, super fun just to be able to have real life people in here. So we hope that you'll participate. This only works as well as everybody in the room. So fingers crossed. I think we've got 5 questions, right?
Yeah, it's a quick one for sure, but it's fun.
So we want to see, and what you're winning today. The winner of our Kahoot, you are getting your very own Rebooting Assessment book. This is a fantastic book from Damien Cooper. It is all Canadian content with templates and examples and videos. This has been my favorite assessment book all year. This will be the prize for our Kahoot winner. I'm going to go ahead and launch our Kahoot, and so that we can go ahead and see if we've got a winner. All right, loading. Classic mode. We're going to get that game pin. So you are going to kahoot.it and you're putting in this pin number, and we're going to wait just a couple, maybe 60 seconds. Whoever plays gets to be able to win this prize with us. Go ahead, throw your name in there. You can do it even just on your phone, and we'll see if anyone joins. If not, we'll just do our draw at the end.
Got those ready too.
Love it. All right, we got Christine G in the house. Thanks for joining us, Christine. I love it. Let's see, we get some of our other schools. I know we've got about 4 schools watching too right now. We've got a bunch of individuals. So we'll give another just 10 seconds.
Probably not fair if I join because I made it. So I'm so competitive. I feel like I want to join, but I made it. So
your questions. Yeah, Lisa B. There we go. We got boom. We got some. We have to make this, at least competitive for this particular book. Anybody that's putting in fake names, remember, you're emailing us as soon as this Kahoot is done, so we know who's getting this.
We know who to send it to.
All right, here we go. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to be pressing start. We got 5 questions. Here we are. All right, where can I find the pacing guides and curriculum crates? Am I Googling it? Going to New Learn Alberta? Am I asking for it on Skip the Dishes? Or am I going to bit.ly/ECSDnew? This is when you really hope people were listening while we're talking. Yes, they were.
They really were.
They really were. They're really listening. Okay, excellent. We're going to hit next. Okay. All right. It's a tight one. We got Jacqueline in the lead. Question 2. Where can I find more lesson ideas and cross-curricular lessons in October in math?
It's tricky. Specific for October.
Yeah. I think that's the hint in the question is, October specific. I know right now I'm thinking in my head. All right. So looking at, I feel like we almost need to give both answers because
I would agree.
The curriculum SharePoint page and the math placement in SharePoint, all of you people are like, hey, that was right. I'm gonna call foul too, Sam. I think that one should be right.
And that's totally my fault because I was going to talk to those amazing placemats in the pacing guide for math and ELA, and I didn't talk about them. So don't forget to click on those digital links and click those placemats, because if you want more for math and more for ELAL, you can get them there. So yeah, I will definitely say that both those get points for them.
I love it. Excellent. All right, Jacqueline keeps the lead. Here we go. True or false? I can edit and customize the curriculum crate. Yes or no?
I wish my pantry looked like that now looking at yours.
That is organization. You know what that is? That's how nicely organized our pacing guides are.
Right? Just not my actual pantry at home.
That's right. That's
Too many
right.
kids in there grabbing after school snacks.
Woo! Yeah, whether you use Google or you use Microsoft, we have editable docs for you. Okie dokie. See if anybody's taking her out. Not yet. Okay. 4 of 5. We're in our last minute of our live stream. We're going to be drawing for more prizes again after this. But what are 3 components of,
I should say triangulation
of assessment? Definitely not a spelling test today. Were we working quickly today, Samantha? Do you think maybe just a little bit?
And I'm going to blame your keyboard. Your A always sticks for me. Always your A. Like, that doesn't work.
I still got it. We are looking at all that data that we can collect. I think that's awesome. Oh, Christine took it. Let's see what this final question does. Last one. Where do I go first? Where I'm planning for new curriculum. Are we looking at Google, Pinterest, New Learn Alberta, or Teachers Pay Teachers? 4, 3, there we go. Love it. You can look, you can Google, but save yourself some time. We want to go to New Learn Alberta. That is where our legal curriculum is. And then of course, our pacing guides. So let's see, our final winner is, let's see the podium, getting Jacqueline, third place, way to go. Jacqueline, thank you for participating. Nathan, you're amazing. And our winner of Rebooting Assessment, you're gonna send us an email and let us know you're our winner. Christine G, this book is gonna get IMC'd out to you. So you can start using that right away. All right, do we get to do one more draw though? I feel like we need just one more way for people to win prizes. I got a couple more things sitting here. I got 2 more prizes that I think we should give away. Hey, Sam?
Yep, I think so. I'm going to pull up the wheel of names already that I've got ready. I pulled it from the shout out.
Love it. Wheel of names. If you didn't get a chance to enter your name into the wheel of names, make sure you are filling out that form right now. You got 10 seconds so that we can add your name to that one and make sure you get put in our draw. I'm going to show you what we're drawing first for. We're going to be looking at this really great book called The Hike. We've got curriculum crates in this one that has science connections, phys ed and wellness connections, ELA connections. This is one of the ones we used at the summit, and we've got some great lessons to go with this. You'll be getting this one. And our second prize will be given out, oh my goodness, magnetic letters. These are fantastic. We just had our school team groups come in today and do a whole bunch of extraordinary wordplay, and these are such a great tool to be able to help with that. So are we ready to draw?
I am ready. Yeah, I double checked all the names that were in the shout out are in our wheel.
Let's do it.
All right, ready? Here we go.
Our first winner is for the Hike book. All right. Woo, let's hear it. This will be IMC to you. We've got your school information. We'll be setting this. And don't forget to reach out to our consultants to get the lesson plans and ideas that go with it. Okay.
We've got one more. Here we go.
One more. Excellent. Our second winner, Joanna Martin. Fantastic. We'll be getting that out to you as well. And we're excited to see what you do with these resources. So that's a fast half hour. I hope everyone's excited. I know I love these curriculum crates. I love these pacing guides. It's nice to see what teachers are doing with them already. But let us know how it goes. And our next live stream that we'll be doing, we're going to try to always release a month ahead of time. So we'll get that November guide out at the beginning of October just to help you get ready and stay ahead.
Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, everyone, for being here. And we will see you next time.